If I said to you a science fiction film festival, what would you think? Would you think The Man in the Rubber Mask? Would you think cheesy special effects? Would you think little spaceships held by a string being filmed? Well, that might be the case way back when, and that's the stereotype. But for 50 years, the Boston Sci-Fi Film Festival has elevated the art of science fiction to where it is today. Academy Award winning, thought provoking entertainment. I'm here with several members of the Boston Sci-Fi Film Festival. I'm going to be throughout the day chatting with the many filmmakers and learning about their films. Now, before you think they're all about taking over the earth, there are some deep meanings, there are some powerful thoughts that go into each and every film. I have with me today, I have Sabrina Ehlert. Is it pronounced Ehlert?
Yes, that's correct.
I'm right on the first bounce. Sabrina, tell us about your film. Tell us what we're going to see at the Boston Sci-Fi Film Festival.
Yeah, absolutely. My name's Sabrina Ehlert. I'm the writer-director of Launch Fever. It is a short film that follows the true events behind the STS-107 shuttle disaster, which took place on February 1st, 2003. It follows an engineer who tried to warn people that something might be wrong with the shuttle while it was in orbit. It's the true story that not many people know about. Follows a Latino engineer at NASA who, discovered that something might be wrong with the shuttle, but had a lot of trouble trying to, get people to step in and try to save the shuttle. It's really about organizational silence. It's about prioritizing safety over budget. And ultimately, this disaster was one of the main factors that led to the shuttle program shutting down in 2011. So yeah, that's what the film's about.
Wow. See, there we go. Right out of the gate, powerful moment. We're hearing a lot of films like this, like Hidden Figures and definitely yours, where there are moments of history that we don't know that are simply there. What was why did you do it? Why did you make this film?
Yeah, I come from a family of structural engineers, and my mom is also a Mexican immigrant. And I found Rodney, Rodney is just like my mom. He's a structural engineer. He's also Latino. And so it was really important for me to tell his story. And I actually had the chance to work with him on the project. We developed it over the course of a few years. He still works at NASA. He's worked at NASA for 50 years. So he was a huge help in this process. And I just felt like it hit really close to home. I felt like it was an important story that needed to be told. Yeah.
There might be a story within the story. Did you have any problems with NASA in terms of depicting this event?
Yes, I learned so much about, what we can legally show. Because NASA is a government agency, we were able to depict the event. It was really taken mostly from information that was from a publicized report on the incident. And because it is a public-owned agency, that we have access to that report. But the difficulty we had, surprisingly, is in their logo. Anytime you see a NASA logo, you have to get it licensed and get approval from NASA. That's what they have copywritten. But other materials that they release to the public are generally considered, public copyright. So yeah, there were a few things we ran into.
Now, is this the premiere of it? Has it been presented elsewhere?
It has been presented elsewhere. Yes.
How was the reception to that?
Oh my gosh. It's great. I mean, it's a really intense thriller drama that, a lot of some people don't know what really happened, so they don't know what to expect at the end, but a lot of people do. So it's, of course, heartbreaking, but surprising to know that there were so many chances to save this crew and to speak up. But, unfortunately, hindsight 2020. So, I think we learned a lot from the incident, hopefully. That's the hope. That's what Rodney hopes for.
You bring up an interesting point when you said some people were surprised by the ending.
Yeah.
I think there's, yes,
mhm.
I'm sorry.
No, I apologize. You're right. They were surprised mostly because when I bring up the shuttle disaster, everyone remembers the Challenger.
Right.
Everyone remembers and understands what happened with the Challenger. And with this one, it took off on January 16th, 2003. And when it took off, it was struck on the left wing by a piece of bipod foam debris, which was a common design flaw that had continued to happen on most launches. But in this particular case, the piece of debris that hit the left wing was fairly large. It was caught on camera from a long distance, so you can imagine how large it was. And the shuttle went on to complete the mission. So, of course, everyone's wondering, should we be concerned or not? And Rodney was one of the few that was truly concerned. So when it came back into the atmosphere, it turned out there was a hole in the left wing, and it caused the shuttle to implode on reentry.
And I bet if you tested individuals, they would not know this story. They would not even remember such a thing. When we ignore history, it comes back to haunt us. It's history repeating itself. That's putting it minor. It comes back to haunt us. And you're all being very brave in putting this out there and showing it to us. I've always contended that if we look at it like it didn't happen to us, we'll learn from it. If someone said this is what you did wrong, something goes up and we don't want to hear it. But when we say, oh, look, a science fiction film can't be real, boom, there it is. That is absolutely wonderful. Okay, you're at the Boston Sci-Fi Film Festival. When can we see it? When is your film going up?
It'll be playing on Saturday, February 15th at 5 p.m. in the Altair Shorts section.
Excellent, excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, the Boston Sci-Fi Film Festival, go to bostonsci-fi.com and learn where you can get tickets, where you can find out about this amazing movie and all the others. Sabrina, thank you so much. I'm coming away learning something already just from speaking to you. So I'm really excited about
thank you. That's the hope. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Influence people. That's it. That's the real influencers. And now we have a tag team here. We have Lisa and we have Vladimir. They're going to talk about yeah, I said it right. They're going to talk about their film. Now, why are there two people, you may ask? Well, I'll defer to Lisa to explain why.
Well, my name is Lisa, and I'm going to be Vladimir's translator for today. So here I am.
Vladimir, where are you?
Где
Где я? Я на самом деле сейчас нахожусь на заправке. Здесь у нас, сейчас покажу. Вот так выглядит российская зима. Это, да, Московская область, недалеко от Москвы. Вот. А сижу я в каршеринге. Это такой автомобиль, который можно взять в аренду и доехать до встречи. У нас сегодня встреча с платформой, в рамках которой мы обсуждаем производство сериала грядущего. Вот.
Okay, so she's on the way. He's in the car right now, and basically he's going to the meeting with one of the biggest Russian streaming services about his upcoming series.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's absolutely wonderful. Where is he located right now? Where is he location-wise?
Well, he's in Moscow, but right now he's not like in Moscow. He's like 30 minutes drive away from Moscow. He's driving to the center of the city.
Sounds great to say.
Да, на самом деле я услышал от Сабины, что ее родственники работают в НАСА, и кто-то работал над программой «Шаттл». Прикольно будет рассказать, что у нас тоже есть история, которую мы сейчас развиваем, полнометражная, называется она «Кометы». И в рамках этой истории мы рассказываем о мальчишке, который едет в сторону Байконура к космическому кораблю «Буран», который тоже является частью такой аналогичной российской программы Space Shuttle, только энергия «Буран».
Well, Vladimir, I heard that Sabrina's film is about NASA and the shuttle work, and now Vladimir is currently working on his film about Russian shuttle. It's a story about a boy who is trying to find his father, and in that case, he is going like to Baikonur. If someone knows what it is, it's like the biggest. How does this call? It's like I don't know how, I forgot the word, but I mean this place is connected with the space, so it's a place where all these things go up to the space.
The
Yeah,
launch pad,
so yeah, exactly. Yeah, sorry, I forgot the word.
Wow. Okay, well, there's a coincidence. Okay,
Yeah.
now you piqued my interest. Tell me about the movie. Tell me about what we're going to see at Boston Sci-Fi.
Расскажи про фильм, что люди будут увидеть на фестивале.
На самом деле люди увидят историю, случившуюся в момент, когда началась война между Россией и Украиной, и так уж завелось, что все мы творческие люди, и мы проживаем опыт, который происходит вокруг нас в этом мире по-разному. И мы решили снять короткометражную историю о том, как два друга сталкиваются с ситуацией иммиграции вынужденной. И вот я предположил, что если одним из друзей может быть пришелец, его озвучивает прекрасный артист Сергей Ткачев. История заключается в том, что двое мальчишек прощаются на крыше московского дома. И вот, собственно, мне интересно было понаблюдать за тем, как эта история разовьется помимо того, что есть сентименты внутри, так еще и с применением технологии Wonder Studio, которая получила, хоть и не, как сказать, не самое широкое применение в кинематографе пока, но мне было интересно, чисто как ребенку, поиграться в эту технологию, поиграться в эту историю. Вот, собственно, как-то так получилось. Вы увидите историю, в которой...
Okay, Vova, please give me some space to translate. Give me some time because I think your monologue is too long. So this story, well, Vladimir wrote her when all this war between Russia and Ukraine has started. So he is a film director, and all these kind of people like artists, they always have a reflexia on things that are happening around them. So and lots of people immigrated from our country, from other countries, and that's why in his mind, like, was the idea to show two friends, and one of them is leaving. And he was like, wow, why can't I do one of this friend like an alien? So he's leaving the earth. He's not living like the country, but he's leaving the earth. Yes, and besides that, he got approved to test this new technology. Give me 1 second, I'll ask Vladimir how does it fall. Вова, как называется история? Ой, вот эта технология. Я тебя не слышу.
Wonder Studio, Wonder Dynamics.
Yes, it's Wonder Dynamics. It's not quite popular yet, but it exists, and he got approval to test this technology. So he did the film using his thoughts and these technologies. It was like a game for him, he was like a child who wanted to try it. Вова, продолжай, что ты еще хочешь сказать.
Да, и на самом деле мы собрались с друзьями и попробовали снять небольшую, недорогую историю в рамках бюджета, там, буквально за $1000. И постепенно мы как бы применяли эту технологию на тестах еще, проверяли ее, тестировали. Нам понравился этот опыт. Есть нюансы, потому что это была бета-версия программы. Ну, вот, собственно, как-то так получилось.
Okay, so he asked his friends to help him, and they decided to shoot a story not so expensive, it was like a small film crew in 2 locations. It was around $1,000 in total. So Yeah. Only yes,
$1,000.
yeah, $1,000. Yes,
Wow.
yes. And what did что ты в конце сказала, забыла? После
Ну, про то,
$1000.
что мы тестировали эту технологию, она была бета-формой, и она
Все,
была...
все.
Да.
Well, they tested this technology and they liked it, although it was like a beta version, so it's not fully like done. But they loved it and they decided to do this.
So we have
Что-то еще?
new technology in this. We have new technology.
Yes, it's Wonder Studio Dynamics.
It's an interesting remark. I don't know whether it was your translation of it or whatever to say that this is a new toy. That this is a new toy to play with. I think that's brilliant. I think that's absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
To put it that way.
Vladimir said exactly like he felt like a child, and it's like a new toy, so he decided to try it.
It's wonderful because the Boston Sci-Fi Film Festival is at the old Orson Welles Cinema, and Orson Welles is quoted as saying about the movie industry that it's the biggest electric train set that he's ever played with. So you're in good company in calling this grand technology
я тут.
a toy.
Yeah.
Has it been shown already there in Russia? Has it been shown?
No, in Russia, not. I mean, maybe for friends or very close friends, but not like a huge premiere.
Well, the way you went, no, that comes to my next question. What are the restrictions? What do you have to worry about to make a movie, even a science fiction film in Russia?
It's a tricky question. I got your idea, but the premiere didn't happen not because of the political things. It just didn't happen. Didn't happen for other reasons, like Vladimir. Вова, можно?
А вы что, уже без меня там
Нет,
общаетесь, да?
нет, ты просто зависал. Можно я
Да-да-да,
за
я
тебя скажу, что изначально это была... Просто задали вопрос, почему не было премьеры в России большой.
Да, на самом деле, просто как бы, да, фестивали фантастики у нас не развиты, у нас в основном соцдрама, и поэтому, к сожалению, негде было представиться, кроме как в мире, в остальном, кроме Раши.
Yeah, it's Vladimir said what I just wanted to say, that in Russia, sci-fi genre is not that popular, and we don't have like any really good festivals dedicated to this genre. We have like drama, we have social drama, but not like sci-fi. So we decided to spread this film all around the world and just show it to people who likes it. Yeah.
Просто русские не любят фантазировать, видимо.
Russian people doesn't like to have like all this imagination things. They just don't want this.
So
It's a joke.
So you're being groundbreaking even in that, in presenting a genre film. That's terrific.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
terrific. Okay, so it's going to be at the Boston Sci-Fi Film Festival. Is this a world premiere? Is this the first time it's going to be shown?
No, it's not a world. Спросили, это мировая премьера или уже была? Я скажу сейчас, что были другие фестивали.
Да, были другие фестивали, и на самом деле хочется поблагодарить фестивали и отборщиков, что настолько круто и провести собеседование, и провести интервью. Это похвали уровень. В общем, они красавцы, что они так делают.
Well, it's not going to be the world premiere. Or we had some festival selections in Asia, in Europe, in Los Angeles, but in Boston on East Coast, it's going to be like East Coast premiere. So,
Okay.
and yes, Vova says that he's very happy. He's actually very happy to be here to have this interview, because he said like, you are very cool guys. That he was just basically said. So yeah. Thank you.
Spasibo, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
My grandfather was from Ukraine, actually. So I'm listening to the accent and I'm remembering my family. So it's quite wonderful, and thank you. I appreciate the compliment. When is the show? We get to Boston, we're seeing it. When do we go see it?
That's a nice question. Let me ask Вова. Вова, когда показ, ты не помнишь, там тебе писали?
Показ, показ где? В рамках фестиваля?
Да, во сколько и когда?
Я, к сожалению, не помню. Из-за большого количества работы сейчас, к сожалению, не помню, но вроде как скоро.
Well, Vladimir is a true director. He doesn't know anything. Like he's really focused on his series right now, so he didn't check when is it exactly, but he said like soon.
Oh, these artists, they just care about their
Yeah.
art. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you go to bostonsci-fi.com and you can find the entire schedule of over 50 films for the 50th anniversary of Boston Sci-Fi. And what's the title? Give us the title of the film.
I'm leaving.
I'm leaving. So if you see that,
Leaving.
I'm leaving. It's not a critique. It's the name of the film.
Yeah.
That is absolutely wonderful. I thank you both so much for being here. Sabrina, thank you as well. It's been a fascinating kickoff for my interviews with the filmmakers. I've already seen the bravery now that you as filmmakers are doing. I see the power that, and you understand the art of cinema, of how to teach and how to chronicle history, and it's absolutely wonderful. And I look forward to your films and all the best to you all in terms of your films. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, and all your team.
Thank you.
Thank you,
My
Jay.
pleasure. I'm Jay Michaels, and this is Boston Sci-Fi Film Festival, and they leave it to your imagination.